Mark Allen. Thanks for watching 4-Color Commentary. I talked a little while ago about a dollar haul I wanted to show you all, and I'm going to do that. But just wanted to remind you about the my 200 subscriber contest, trying to reach that 200 subscribers on the way. Appreciate the new subscribers and those who are taking part in the contest. But what you want to do, go back and look at that 200 subscriber contest video. I've done one since then. Go back and look at it. Look for the guidelines and everything, and what you have to do. And I will clarify that you can, it says U.S. residents only. But if you have friends or relatives who have a U.S. shipping address, that's great. I can send it to them. So all it has to be is a U.S. shipping address. But anyway, so otherwise I won't be shipping outside of the U.S. But that contest will be ending. I'll be doing the drawing on October 5th. So keep in mind, still got a little over a week to get that in. And anyway, on to the haul. These are all dollar books. And I had a few more eBay purchases, but I'm going to wait till next video for these because this is a stack about yay tall. So I'm going to start with a New 52 series that I never checked out and always kind of wanted to, and that is Grayson. Now Grayson has been surprising me. I've gotten to the 3rd issue. It's been surprising me how good this is. Has kind of a, yes, this is Dick Grayson, but has kind of a Jason Bourne or Mission Impossible vibe to it. And I'm not going to give anything away, but if you read the Court of Owls saga in the New 52 Batman series, which I did, my son did, it blew my son's mind. He loved it. But then you know what was revealed about Dick Grayson. This is a really neat next page, okay? A next saga for Dick Grayson, and kind of a direction for him to go. And so it was really cool. I'm third issue in. I've got the first. Let's see. I got I don't know what I did with issues 3 and 4, but I got the first 6 issues. And what's really cool is, of course, when you know that the Wildstorm and DC universes merged a long time ago, and so he finds himself actually going up against Midnighter, which is very cool since Midnighter is kind of a Batman type character, and I'm anxious to kind of see what they do with that. And so anyway, if Dick confronts this guy and thinks this guy reminds me of Bruce, I don't know if that'll happen or not. Here's another one just randomly pulled out of a dollar box. I love this. I've got one already, but it's in the poly bag, and I didn't want to take it out. I'm leaving this one. I'm leaving that one in the poly bag. Got this one to read, to enjoy. It also got that little card in there, but the trading card. But this is the Wizard Superman Tribute Edition with the very cool foil cover. Why did I take that out? Very cool foil cover. Really nice. In fact, I think that is a yes. So if you get a copy that you can take out, do that, and so anyway, just really cool, shiny goodness. And so anyway, there's that. That was a dollar book, and that's an easy one to snap up if I see it for $1. Now these next ones, you all know, some of you all know, I like the Spire Christian comics, and I snap those up any chance I get. These are the new Barber Christian comics. Now I'm not as familiar with those. I'm not as familiar with the history. That's kind of my next assignment, comics-wise, is to kind of find out the history of these new Barber comics, or new Barber Christian comics. But we'll start with Paul, Close Encounter of a Real Kind. Okay, and so that's kind of cool. Some of these, I believe, may have been published by Spire first and then by Barber. I don't know that. But some of them look kind of familiar, especially these. Have Archie's Circus. These are all Archie books that, as far as I know, I didn't have before. Archie's Circus. Archie's Something Else. Love that cover. Very clean. Right. These will take well to a pressing. But Archie's Sunshine was another one that I found. And those are all, Al Hartley art. So I've always, for a long time, even though I'm not a big Archie reader, I like to collect these, the Archie Christian comics, and I love Al Hartley's artwork. Al Hartley to me, is the Archie artist, okay? Okay, this next one is way out of left field, but I found it. It's a TV-related photo cover, which to me is just kind of, 2 reasons to get a comic like this. It was published in, let me check real quick before I seem like I want to say 1986, but I'm probably off on that because I'm usually off on those things when I try to do it by memory. And 1991. Okay, so I was off, but it is Now Comics Married with Children, #1. Now, this TV show, it was sometimes funny. It was also sometimes sad because you think, wow, that actually is some American families, and that's a shame. But it was sometimes it was good. Just forget the world, viewing. And anyway, when it came right down to it, you saw that the family actually loved each other, even though they showed it in strange ways. But anyway, Married with Children #1 from Now Comics. This is cable number 21. I picked this up because it is somewhat of a key, and I can't remember why. So you guys are out there, but I remember it. Look at that. That's how bad it is. I got that Key Comics, and whenever I have a spare moment, if I'm in a waiting room somewhere, or if I'm at a train stop or something like that, pull up Key Comic app and start thumbing through it. And I've seen that cover. I've seen this cover in there, and so I don't know why, but that is a minor key. Some character first time seen as an adult, whoever she is. It's not Rachel Summers. I don't know who it is, but anyway, picked it up in the dollar box. Now, these lots of, in fact, the rest of these are indies. Actually found, and this is a rarity, but actually, if I find one of these, I'll always pick it up. And that is Nexus #1, Volume 2, #1 for $1. Wonderful color, Steve Rude art. Now, I like the Nexus black and white magazines. I've had them before. I have one now. I think I need to replace 2. But this was the color edition. This was when the book really started. The first 3 magazines were great at the introductory part of it, and the record inside of one of the issues. I don't remember which issue. That was cool. That was neat. But this is where the series really got rolling, and this is, for me, in a sense, the black and white issues were an introduction. This is where this Nexus actually gets started. So anyway, it was neat finding that in a dollar box. And strangely enough, kind of related to that, these were, of course, when the series started. Wasn't published by Dark Horse, but this is a Dark Horse book. Clone Zone Special #1. Now, Clone Zone was a character who was a comedian, stand-up comedian in the Nexus lore, and was actually pretty funny. He was an alligator who told jokes, on stage, but anyway, just kind of he wasn't necessarily a successful comedian, but he was a comedian, and he was funny. His antics were funny. So this was Clone Zone Special #1. I'd never even seen that book before, and I love the Nexus world, the Nexus universe, so I went ahead and got that. That's actually Dark Horse and First Comics went in on that. First was the ones who published Nexus to begin with. Now, the color series, that is, I should say. Now, these next ones are a series that I've had issue #1 again for quite some time, and I was really glad to find these for $1 a piece. I have really made some headway now in collecting reassembling my Mage Volume 1 run with Mage #3. I have #1, Mage #3, #5. Love that black cover. And then issue 8, 9. Always loved Matt Wagner's. This is still, for my money, some of Matt Wagner's best work. 10. Love the red background on that. 11. Again, just great covers that pop. Love Mage. If you never read Mage, do yourself a favor. Find it in some form and read it. 11. And there's 12. If you are a fan of, well, there's 13. And then 14. I found all those for $1 a piece. Well worth it. And if you're a fan at all of the King Arthur saga, all I'll tell you is I think you'll like Mage. So anyway, good stuff there. And then now a few videos ago I showed the Neal Adams portfolio with all of the art prints and said some of these characters I didn't think were in comics. Now I have been I will totally completely cop to the fact that I forget stuff, and I've been doing this for over 40 years. I've had a lot of comics in my collection. A lot of comics have come and gone, and so I've forgotten stuff, especially stuff that didn't necessarily make that much of an impression. But here's the thing: I find this book after having just done that video with that character, and I find this book in the dollar box just in immaculate condition. It pushed my buttons with the embossed cover, and this is Crazy Man. Crazy Man #1 with that beautifully embossed cover there. I don't even know if that's a Neal Adams cover because it's not Neal Adams who does the art. He does the interiors. Pencils by Will Junkuntz. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but inks by Neal Adams and Romeo Tongal, another Filipino artist, great Filipino artist. Okay, but there's the Crazy Man. And see, here's the thing: as I was going through my comics and getting back to organizing, I find this. I actually had Crazy Man. Let me take it out. Crazy Man Volume 2, #1, and with the die cut profile cover there. So I did, somewhere in the back of my mind, I did know that Crazy Man was a published character, but I just couldn't remember it, I suppose. But there you go. There's some Crazy Man goodness. Again, that cover. That is awesome. I love that. And don't even know if I'll read the book. I will eventually when my reading stack goes down a bit. But anyway, there it is for $1. I thought, well, it's one I hadn't seen much of, so why not? Now this next one is one that was a short-lived series, but I thought I'd try it. I like the dystopian future type stories. This is Garth Ennis' Just a Pilgrim. Okay. Just a Pilgrim. And we'll see when this was published. This was published in 2001. Okay, so Garth Ennis and then artist Carlos Ezquerra. And you got the first 2 issues of that. That is a cool cover. I like that. I remember, even though I didn't buy it when it first came out, I remember that cover being impressive. And so I thought, yeah, try it. You got to try new stuff every once in a while. And then, of course, issue #2 has this beautiful Glenn Fabry cover on there. And got to love that. And so, it's an Ennis gig. So it's got to be worth the price of admission at $1. So anyway, I thought it'd be an entertaining read. Now, just a few more, and these are all these all have to do with a series that I was familiar with years ago, of course, and you were as well. A character that started just a bit before, just a couple of months before, Dark Horse did its Comics Greatest World push with all of the one-shots to start the characters off. Like Barbed Wire and Mecha and the Pit Bulls and all these other characters. Ghost was one of the ones that one of the 2 that really took off after that series. Barbed Wire was a third one that kind of did. She had a movie made over her, but the movie was not a great movie. But but there was Ghost, and then there was this guy X. And these are ones I picked up out of the dollar box. This is a Hero special. If you remember Hero magazine, the magazine about comics, kind of Wizard's little brother, little stepchild or something. But this is X #1 Hero special. Okay, and then Hero special #2, okay, which that actually is a Joe Quesada cover, which is cool stuff there. And then I went ahead and got these issues of the regular series. Issue #1 with the great Rick Leonardi cover on there. Slightly raised X on that cover as well. You can't tell it through the plastic maybe, but it's kind of cool. #2, very gritty series, very street level, very daredevilish in the feel. #3, guest starring the Pit Bulls. Okay. And then I got #18 because I actually wanted to go through and wanted to start getting these. There was a month or 2 where they had the storyline called Hunting the Heroes, where basically the Predators came to, Dark Horse owned, of course, the rights to the Predators. The Predators came to the the Greatest Heroes world. Okay, and so there's #18 with a wonderful, beautiful Frank Miller cover. And then lastly, I'm not sure what, this is a one-shot. It's called One Shot X, One Shot to the Head, with another Frank Miller cover. I don't know where this falls in the series. I'll find that out as I go start reading along. But, you know, X was one of those series that I actually wanted to get to know a little bit in the 90s and just never did. There's too many other things on my list, too many other things in my bag whenever I go to the comic shop, and so I just never got started on it. But hey, when you find a run, and I'm going to go back to this particular store for that run, for more of that run as I read them, because they're enjoyable. They're great street level crime drama, and so anyway, that's the haul, dollar haul. And great stuff, fun stuff, and I hope you enjoyed it. But don't forget the contest. Go back and refresh your memory if you need to. If you're new, be sure to go ahead and subscribe. Like this video, comment on this video, smash that that bell, click that bell so that you get notifications whenever new videos come out. But otherwise, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching 4 Color Commentary, and we'll see you next video.